Good morning, friends. This video is meant for every one of us. And the topic of discussion is keeping quiet. There is a necessity of keeping quiet and still for some time. The present generation badly needs self introspection or quiet introspection. Man's actions, his rush, and undue hurry have already caused a lot of chaos and trouble in this world. Friends, this materialistic world is leading towards self-destruction. Human being, we are in we are in the rat race of materialistic possessions. We are rushing all the time for materialistic gain. Our our life has become full of chaos and trouble. Increasing chaos and trouble has resulted into loss of peace and tranquility of mind. Everywhere in the world there is chaos and instability. There is hardly any understanding between the two nations. The nations are fighting against one another. The lust and greed for acquiring power and influence has resulted into undue you know disturbances or chaos, and that has made us made us realize the need of quiet introspection, self realization. The need is to keep quiet for some time and introspect about what we are doing, what our actions can have the consequences in the near future. It doesn't mean that we are going to have total inactivity or death. Rather, we will have a halt from our undue hush and rush that has really made us behave like machines. This very fact can be related to one of the beautiful poems written by Pablo Neruda, Keeping Quiet, where the poet demands the necessity of quiet introspection. He says there is a need for quiet introspection by every individual. Man's actions, his rush and hurry have already caused much chaos and trouble in the world. Now it is the time that we should have a halt from all these activities and go for self introspection. We should be self introspective. Stillness does not mean, the poet doesn't say that we should have stillness that is synonymous to inactivity or death. No, the poet rather says that we should keep quiet for some time and go for self realization, self introspection. Let there be no rush or hurry for a second. Let the machines go for a halt for some time, and there should be an exotic and fascinating moment of peace and tranquility in the world. That sudden strangeness and total, halt from activity will make us realize the importance of mutual understanding. Then the people of the world will come together and will understand the importance of tranquility and peace in life. They will walk under the shady trees with their best dresses and will go against any sort of war against environment. They will not use any kind of poisonous gases and the use of firearms, which is causing deterioration of our environment. Instead of fighting and waging war, people should come out in their best dresses and they must walk together and realize the importance of global peace and tranquility. Friends, the fact that the modern world is badly being in chaos and disturbance. The entire world is moving around possessions and materialistic gain. The lust and greed for possessions and power and influence has made man behave you know like beast. We have lost the touch with nature. Nature can teach us how we can really behave like human. When everything comes to a halt, the earth still is breathing. There is life on the earth. The poet reminds us that stillness does not mean total inactivity. We can learn this lesson from the earth. When everything seems to be, dead on this earth, the earth is alive. Therefore, we should learn lesson from nature, that nature is constantly alive, even when the activities come to a halt. So, man has to keep or refrain from undue hustle and bustle of the days, and sometimes pay attention for self-realization. It might really be helpful, because that moment will be a fascinating moment for all of us, and we will have peace and tranquility of mind. And that is what I wanted to emphasize upon. So friends, sometimes going for quiet introspection can help us build peace of mind and can realize our real goal. The real goal of humanity is attempt and endeavor for global peace and prosperity, rather than creating chaos and disturbance in the world. And that is what I wanted to emphasize, friend. This is Eddie Singh on the channel Easy English by Eddie Singh. Thank you. Have a nice